It's a fact. There's more resignations happening right now than ever before. In September, in the United States, 4.4 million people quit their jobs. And in August, 4.3 million people quit their jobs. That's literally 3% of their entire workforce. And this trend of mass resignations is being seen internationally as well. In fact, the way we work and the job market is never going to be the same as what it was pre-COVID. In today's video, I'm going to be answering the question, why are people quitting their jobs? And I'm going to be deep diving into some research to show you the reasons for why people are quitting. Stay tuned. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Chris and I'm about helping you go further, faster with your career. And if you're on YouTube, please hit subscribe and also click the alert notification bell. That way you'll be notified when new content arrives. Thank you. As the saying goes, people don't leave organizations, they leave managers. And this is true in some part, but you also have to realize that people leave for a range of other reasons, such as changes in the culture of the organization that they're at. Maybe there's a change in their lifestyle or their drivers change in terms of what they want in life. Maybe there's a better opportunity that comes along. And there's a whole bunch of other reasons of why someone will leave. The pandemic has led way more people to quit their jobs than ever before. Many organizations are trying to counter this by offering remote work, more flexible schedules, and better work-life balance. Still, many people are taking the opportunity to quit, especially when job advertisements are higher than ever before. In the United States, the number of advertised jobs has exceeded 10 million over the last few months, compared to pre the pandemic, where the highest was of advertised jobs was around 7.5 million. Currently, there's 7.7 million unemployed in America. So at this rate, there's currently more advertised jobs than there is per unemployed, which highlights just how difficult it currently is for employers to find people. One of the most comprehensive studies I found around why people were quitting their jobs was by McKinsey Company. McKinsey Company are a management consulting firm. They work with businesses, government, non-government, not-for-profit. Just as a disclaimer, I'm not being paid by McKinsey and Company. They wouldn't even know who I am. It's more that I just found their research really interesting and wanted to present it in relation to this content and video. McKinsey and Company conducted separate surveys looking at employees versus employers across the USA, Canada, Singapore, Australia, and the UK, across multiple industries. They surveyed 5,774 employees and 250 employers. I'll put a link to the content of the McKinsey Company down in the comments section below so you can look at that in more detail. But I thought to start with, I would start presenting some graphs. So here we go. On this first graph, I'd like to show that 40% of all employees surveyed, that's 40% of the 5,774 employees surveyed, were either somewhat likely or almost certain to leave their current jobs within the next 3 to 6 months, compared to 60% of employees who were not at all likely to leave. These results follow on from the first graph previously, where it focuses on employees across a number of industries. As you can see, leisure and hospitality with 47% at least somewhat likely to leave, which is effectively close to 1 in 2 people, whereas the least likely to leave their positions was within education, which was still 1 in 3, which is still very high. The graph shows, especially on the left hand side, that 36% of employees in the past 6 months quit without having another job to go to. This just shows how stressful the pandemic has been on people, especially those in healthcare and social assistance, where 42% of those particular employees quit without having another job to go to. Obviously, quite a stressful time for those people. If you are thinking of quitting without another job lined up, then I do have a video which I'll put down on the comments section, which is entitled "Should You Quit Your Job Without Another One to Go To?" And as you can see from this graph, the top 3 reasons for employees quitting their job was the fact they didn't feel valued by their organization or valued by their manager, or they basically didn't feel a sense of belonging within the organization. On the flip side of this graph, it shows that there's a disconnect between employees and employers, because employers are factoring in that work-life balance, inadequate compensation, and poor health are the main drivers for employees leaving, compared to the drivers which are actually being valued by the organization, their manager, and feeling a sense of belonging to the company. So there you have it. That was the most comprehensive study that I could find around reasons people are leaving their jobs. A couple of the takeaways I thought was quite interesting was that 36% of people who had quit their job without another job to go to. The other interesting takeaway I felt was that there seems to be a big disconnect between the reasons why employers think their employees are leaving and the actual reasons for why employees are leaving. If you would like to know more about career quests, please head along to thecareerquest.org. I will put a link down below, once again, in the comments. If you're looking for help or assistance in terms of writing your resume or updating your resume, I've published a book titled Career Secrets, Write a Resume that lands you an interview. Once again, I'll put a link down below for that. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, also the alert bell, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.